Hey there kids, it's me, MrCreepyPasta. I wanted to start off this video by asking you all to go subscribe to my buddy's channel, Meditation Station. It contains awesome, super hypnotic guided meditation that will not only get you to sleep fast, but help you deal with issues like sadness, pain, insomnia, negative thoughts, and more. You will not be let down. The audio quality is amazing. Subscribe and comment stating that I sent you, and he'll pick out 2 of you to win a special prize. Free. No strings attached. Link is in the description down below. Alright. On to tonight's story. March 24th, 2015, 3:19 PST. This is marine biologist, PhD candidate Quinn Bodner. I'm transmitting this message from my own custom-designed research vessel. I've named the submarine the RV Thalassa, and today will be the Thalassa's maiden voyage. Our target area for today is the upper bathypelaic. To be more precise, we're going to be exploring between 1,000 and 2,000 meters beneath the surface of the ocean today. I'm currently cruising in the euphotic zone right now, and I'm glad to report that water is calm and clear. Plenty of sunlight still reaching me, and my broadcast signal, back to base, is showing a full signal strength. The research vessel's performance in ocean conditions is definitely living up to my expectations so far. Now, let's see if the Thalassa can really do this. 3:54 PST. First successful voyage of my solo operation submarine is intended to provide evidence in support of my PhD thesis. More specifically, I hope to show that technology has advanced to the point that deep-sea exploration can be achieved by regular people. Affordable and safe DIY submarines can now be achieved. And this is thanks to new development in the availability of my commercial components. A particularly unique development in my research involves the generation of super low frequency, or the SLF, radio waves from my transmitter mounted outside the Thalassa. This allows me to send digital transmissions to the surface even when there are thousands of meters of ocean above me. A modem at the surface should continue to relay my messages over the internet to my research partner's computer. For the duration of my journey, I will be relying on him to save these notes. 4:30 PST. Pressure gauges on the exterior of the Thalassa show that I am cruising at a depth of 650 meters. Our designs for the submarine craft are estimated to allow for depths up to 2,000 meters to be reached safely. I plan to go that much deeper than 800 meters for the first voyage. I naturally have no desire to test the crush capacity of this vessel while I'm still inside it. The Thalassa boasts a 16-hour supply of breathable oxygen. Snorkel mast allows for additional air to be pulled into the sub from the atmosphere, but only when the ship is very near the ocean surface. Buoyancy is maintained by valve-operated ballast tanks, and these can pump seawater or compressed air into the ballast components, rising and lowering the Thalassa interchangeably. 4:44. Have to admit, I'm worried by the ballast's compartment function. Compressed air is failing to eliminate some of the seawater. It's already inside the tanks. Should be okay so long as the engines continue to operate at full power. I could still tilt the Thalassa towards the surface to move up in the water column. Gonna continue downward for now, just a little deeper into the darkness to see where I can find anything new. Floodlights are still providing good visibility around the sub. Be alright. 6:02 PST. Something strange and beautiful outside. It's gossamer, but it looks strong and alive even though it's diaphanous, almost invisible in the Thalassa's floodlights. There's no internal structures, no visible organs or bones at all. None that I can see, but it's definitely alive. It's massive too, snaking all around the Thalassa. It might be a giant siphonophore, but moving far too actively for me to describe it as something with a minimal nervous system. I feel almost sure that it's some kind of zooid colony, though. Its structure's too broad across to be a bootlace worm. 7:25 PST. The reinforced thermoplastic windows are beginning to show pressure strain near the rivet points. I still got my floodlights online, and the Thalassa continues to maintain limited energy function. O2 circulation still going, but I'm beginning to feel afraid. It's becoming painfully claustrophobic in here. I'd give anything to stretch my legs and be far away from this place. Seawater's gotten into the sealed area in the outer hull of the ship. This has shorted out one of the 2 batteries powering the forward motor. Gotta start working my way back up towards the surface. I don't want to see any more of the ocean without first making repairs. 9:39 p.m. PST. I lost the engines before I was able to make good progress towards the surface. The Thalassa is dead in the water. The radio and external floodlights are still working, and so the oxygen circulation is fine, but still, I'm sinking now. I can't control it. We're at 1,200 meters. Estimated crush depth is just past 2,000 meters. I can't open up the hull from inside, so I can't think of a way to get the motorized propulsion back online. I sent emergency help requests, but they're never gonna find me down here in time. Can I still be saved? Seems more likely I'll just keep slowly sinking. 9:58 PST. I've resigned myself to death. I want my mother and father to know I love them very much. I want to apologize to my fiancée, to my research partners, and all my friends. I didn't want to leave you all so soon. I didn't want to go like this. Coming here with a Thalassa was a mistake. I can't make that mistake right now. Can't make it right anymore. I don't feel ready to die. 9:56. I want to say thank you to everyone in my life who was kind to me. I'm glad at least I could send these messages before dying. 11:22. It's the discovery of the century. I'll die happy if I could just get my description to the surface by radio. The gossamer tendril that I saw before wasn't a bootlace worm. It wasn't a giant siphonophore. It's a tentacle. Should see more of those tentacles now. The creature to which they belong must be some kind of supermassive zooid colony. It's unlike anything known to modern biology. I think that this thing is evolved convergently into imitation of advanced mollusks. It exists on the scale of a small city. It's likely resembles a sedentary, but a cephalopod-like predator. I think that this organism must exist on a scale that's larger than any living thing that's ever been documented before. 11:36. The more I observe, the more I think that it must be a Leviathan version of something like a sea anemone. If I can survive until the tentacles bring me closer to the creature's body, I will report more about whether the theory is correct. 12:02. Pando is a clonal colony of aspen trees that shares a single root system. It's a single living thing that's tens of thousands of years old and is big around as 100 acres of land. In 2006, marine biologists discovered a clonal colony of Neptune grass that's likely 100,000 years old. The single organism measures 5 miles wide. I think I've discovered a benthic zooid, equivalent of the same kinds of clonal colonies. Important difference is that whatever I found can move and hunt. Deliberately, it's seeking with sensory tendrils over most of a nautical mile. These are its feeding grounds. It's found the Thalassa now. It's gently bringing me down. 12:17. CTBTO hydrophones in the Pacific report a significant sound event occurring at 2,250 meters below the ocean surface. It's likely the sound that corresponds to the implosion of the Thalassa as it's surpassed its estimated crush depth. Hey there once again, kids, it's me, MrCreepyPasta, and I just wanted to give you a big thank you for watching tonight's video. If you guys ever wanted to help support the show, you can always do so if you watch the show on youtube.com/MrCreepyPasta or find the MrCreepyPasta Storytime podcast on iTunes, on Google Play, and on Spotify. And also, if you ever want to check out my wife's tea shop, it's etsy.com/ivorymonocletea, where she sells hand-blended herbal teas in the theme of Dungeons & Dragons and Harry Potter and Final Fantasy and the like. You can find the link for it, as well as many other links, in the description down below. And, drumroll please, a big thank you to everybody supporting me at patreon.com/MrCreepyPasta. People such as Taysia-lynn, Genobaga-Arneho, Daniel Poulsen, Trace Miles, Jordan Alexander Sanchez, Wayne Milstead, Dr. Strawberry, Chompski, Ken Lando Higuchi, Brianna Tine-Janzen, Nicholas Saeid Elyasin, Buddy Burroughs, Stephen Van Huss, Kai Albertson, Goonington, G. Weevil 3, Chance Burnett, Diane Kraus, Asia, Gabrielle the baca, TheRedOakShieldVirus, Sindee Barney, Titty Connoisseur, really? Titty Connoisseur? Melissa Sweigart, Dante Rowe, Last Blade Song, Cross Rights, TheGingerBroz, Eliminator 86, Andrew Steinberg, Jason Sistma, Holy Realm, and Rafael Rodriguez. Thank you so much to you guys out there on Patreon, to all of you listening to either the podcast or the YouTube show. And that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and sweet dreams.